So I tried the Clapper app for 7 days. Let's talk about it. This video is sponsored by the Clapper app. Hey everybody, I'm Stacy, and if you're new here, welcome. I create content and probably spend way more time than I should on social media platforms. Anytime a new one comes out, or at least a new one to me, I like to try to figure out what makes it so popular. If you've been on TikTok lately, you've heard people talking about Clapper. Maybe you even downloaded it, opened it, and stared at the screen for 30 seconds and said, okay, well, what do I do here? That was basically me. So I decided instead of just scrolling for 5 minutes and forming an opinion, I was actually going to use the Clapper app for 7 days. And let me tell you, I definitely have some opinions about it. So for 7 days, I scrolled, I created content, I interacted with people, I looked at all different types of content, all to answer one question. Is Clapper actually worthy of your social media rotation? The first thing I noticed is that Clapper feels familiar. If you already know how to use short-form video apps, you're not going to open Clapper and feel lost. There are short videos, creators, commenters, live streams, everything that we've been used to. But the vibe, it feels different. To me, it felt a little less polished. And I actually mean that as a compliment. It feels more like conversational. People just show up and say, hey, this is what I think. Anybody else? Kind of like that. So I experimented with regular talking videos, relatable content, and posts where I could actually start conversations. And one of my biggest takeaways was this: don't assume that the exact same content that works in one place is going to work the same on Clapper. I think this is where creators are going to have to experiment. Try different topics, try talking directly to camera, ask questions, and most importantly, interact with people. Because that is what brings me to what surprised me the most. Clapper felt very community-driven during my first week. I noticed that when you actually comment, respond, interact, the whole experience is completely different than if you just post and ghost. And that's something I think we've lost a bit on social media. Sometimes it just feels like we're all standing on a stage saying, look at my video. Clapper gave me more of a feeling that people are just sitting around talking. Now, obviously, 7 days is nowhere near enough time for me to say, oh, this is exactly what Clapper is about. But it was enough time for me to think, you know what? There's something here. Now, is everything perfect? Of course not. And I'm definitely not deleting every other social media app and just moving to Clapper permanently. There's a learning curve anytime you start something new. You have to figure out what people want to watch, who your audience is, what performs well, and if you're actually enjoying yourself. And starting over, it can be frustrating. If you're used to having an established audience somewhere else, it can be a little humbling coming to smaller numbers somewhere else and starting over. But I think that's exactly why you have to look at a new platform differently. Instead of asking, how many views did I get? Ask yourself, how many connections did I make? So after 7 days, who do I think should try Clapper app? If you're a creator who's just kind of tired of feeling like everything has to be a perfect production, it might be for you. If you're someone who enjoys talking to people and building a community, I'd give it a shot. And if you're a creator who wants to diversify and not just put all your feet in one platform, this might be for you too. This might be a really good time to start experimenting. But here's my biggest piece of advice. Are you ready? Don't download Clapper expecting to recreate everything you have somewhere else. Go in curious, post, comment, talk to people, try things, and give yourself permission to be new again. So am I staying on Clapper? Yes. 7 days isn't enough time for me to say, everybody go to Clapper and abandon everything else. This is the next best thing. But it was enough time for me to want to keep experimenting. And sometimes that's all a platform needs to do. Make you curious to come back tomorrow. Now I want to know what you think. Have you tried Clapper yet? Are you loving it, confused by it, or are you sitting there saying, Stacy, I'm not downloading another app? Let me know in the comments. And if you want me to do a 30-day Clapper update to let you know how my views are, my followers are, and my engagement is, Let me know that too. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.